What's up, y'all? I'm watching Raw, August 26th, 2019. Sasha Banks came out right now. So I watched the promos in the first hour of Raw. Maybe Sasha Banks will become the women's champion. Who knows? We'll see. What's up, Derek? Sasha Banks is kicking off Raw. Huh. Sasha Banks is kind of cute. She's a legit boss. And she has blue hair now. Dogs. And rain. That day was okay. Yeah, everyone wants to know why you attacked Natalia. Where you been, Sasha Banks? I missed you. The gym. Sasha Banks. Yeah. Out of the country? Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Yep. Saying that she didn't want to be in the tag division. She's talking about Ronda Rousey, saying they got the main event. Sasha saying that she should have been the main event. Becky Lynch saying her Becky Lynch's paycheck for WrestleMania was bigger. Sasha Banks lied. Using the whole the death thing for heel heat is pretty silly. I don't like it. Using it. Yeah, Becky Lynch came to save the day. Talking about paychecks and things like that. Sasha Banks' mic skills are still kind of bad. What's up, man? Here comes Natalia. Shout out to real slot players. Natalia's coming out right now. And Sasha Banks is beating up Natalia. Huh. I don't know. This will be like probably my last week of wrestling for after a while. So after Saturday, I'm gonna be taking a long break. I got Halloween coming up. Gotta save money, all sorts of things. And they're doing Natalia versus Becky Lynch right now. I mean, Natalia versus Sasha Banks tonight already. There's Finley with gray hair, looking old. The kid just said, I like your blue hair, Sasha. Alright, so we're all start off with Sasha cutting a okay promo, I guess. And Natalia coming out to save the day. I don't know about Natalia and Sasha Banks. Natalia versus Sasha Banks. I might go to Arby's. Arby's sounds good right now. I don't know about wrestling anymore, guys. It's boring to me. Yeah. I'm on a non-soda diet right now. I'm only drinking water. Gears 5. Yeah, who knows? I'm gonna sit here for about 3 hours. Watch all with you guys. Might be a pretty good Raw, actually. Who knows? It's a commercial break right now. I gotta watch Suits. September 4th. There's the Street Profits. I know the Street Profits don't have their belts with them. Tag Team Turmoil match. Tag Team Turmoil. So Seth and Braun are going to be defending their titles at Clash of Champions. So the Viking Raiders are finally going to be in a regular match. So the Viking Raiders are actually going to be in an actual tag team match. Okay. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode are a team. You know, I actually like the Street Profits. Now we have Ricochet versus Ricochet is coming out right now. Uh-huh. And Ricochet could be the king of the ring. Ricochet idolized Stone Cold Steve Austin. Drew McIntyre. Hashtag Drew McIntyre. Some think Ricochet is going to be the next king of the ring. We'll see. I don't want Drew McIntyre to lose. I like Drew McIntyre as well. Drew McIntyre versus Ricochet. This actually looks like it's going to be a good match. I'm tired of them treating Drew McIntyre like dirt. Thinking this guy was going to be the Universal Champion by now. Drew McIntyre, King of the Ring? I like it. But some believe that Ricochet is going to be the first King of the Ring. So, we'll see. If Drew McIntyre, I don't even care who wins this match. I'd be happy either way, but I think Drew needs to win. Drew McIntyre saying that King of the Ring winners were a disappointment. So we're going to get Ricochet versus Joe or Drew McIntyre versus Joe? Huh. Samoa Joe's in trouble either way. And The Miz versus Baron Corbin. The Miz or Baron Corbin. I'm kind of mad that Kevin Owens lost. But here we go. Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre. Ricochet has Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre takes him down. A kick by Ricochet. A shot by Ricochet. Maybe they'll have good in-ring chemistry. We'll see. Oh, Drew McIntyre chops him down. A Scottish psychopath. He just threw Ricochet across the ring. Oh, wow. Drew McIntyre just lifted Ricochet and put him to the barricade. Baron Corbin will beat The Miz. Yeah, possibly. And Ricochet's outside the ring. Now we got a commercial break. And Drew McIntyre just basically has momentum. Oh, yeah, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I like this King of the Ring or not. Elias beating Kevin Owens, like I said, was a little bit shocking. I don't know how to look at that situation. But Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre is a good match. Baron Corbin. Some think that Baron Corbin's going to win the King of the Ring. Or it's rumored. Because Vince McMahon likes Baron Corbin, so we'll see what happens. Imagine that. But I guess we'll see. Big E turn heel and take the title from Kofi Kingston? Yeah. Yeah. How would you feel about Big E Langston turning heel, though, and New Day breaking up? Has New Day finally, burned out on people? Just a thought. What's up, Jermaine? Yeah, Big E is more believable. And Ricochet kicks Drew in the head. Big E Langston, the WWE champion. It was outside. It was outside by this little river over there. There's like 5 banana spiders down the road that just hang out and make webs all day long. They're poisonous. I wouldn't want to get bit by one. I don't know how poisonous. But yeah, I think they're poisonous. And Drew McIntyre's got Ricochet up. One. Ricochet kicks out at 2. You fear spiders? What about snakes? Hey, 2K20 will be in stores October 22nd. Any of you guys buying it? I don't like snakes. Getting bit by a snake is no joke. You should move to Utah and become Mormon. Ricochet's lifting Drew McIntyre. Ricochet is a pretty strong dude. No. And Drew McIntyre is a big dude. He's like 6'7" or whatever. And like 250 pounds. Yeah, he does. Because I like Drew McIntyre. Well, like I said, I wanted Drew McIntyre to be the Universal Champion, but I guess Vince doesn't like him or something. I don't know. He shouldn't have gone to Impact Wrestling. WrestleMania 35 was actually going to be Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre for the Universal Championship, but that changed. It was Seth versus Brock. You guys think Raw's improving? As long as they give Drew McIntyre a monster push from it, I'm okay with it. The Undertaker's already lost at WrestleMania twice. He wasn't even at WrestleMania 35. He showed up the day after WrestleMania. So I don't even know. That's cool seeing The Undertaker wrestle here and there, but I don't know. It's time for the Claymore kick. Super kick by Ricochet to Drew McIntyre. I mean, Drew McIntyre has a good look. He has decent mic skills. His matches are good, like you said. He does get injured sometimes, I guess. He's a little injury prone. Like Goldberg. Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler, for example. Also, Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler are a tag team now, so. What's up, Derek? So, it was the Street Profits were saying that Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode are now a tag team, so we'll see where they go from there. Maybe Bobby Roode and Dolph will be pushed. Yeah. So I've never been to a Monday Night Raw before. I might go to one when they're in New Orleans or something. Yeah. Same with EC3. Am I the only one who likes EC3? Maybe I am. About 2 hours. Yeah. Ricochet goes up. 6:30 splash to Drew McIntyre. Ricochet defeats Drew McIntyre. Ricochet defeated Drew McIntyre. Steelers fan, can you believe that? I don't like that. You know, again, with Drew McIntyre and his career going so downhill, you know, I feel like Drew McIntyre deserves so much better. I mean, Ricochet was Prince Puma and Lucha Underground, so it makes sense to why he might become the king of the ring for that reason, if I'm making any sense. But, I don't like seeing Drew McIntyre lose like this. I really don't. It's just not believable to me. Drew McIntyre's like 6'7" and 250 pounds, and these guys are just beating him. Ricochet's like 5'11" and like 190 pounds or something in muscle, but still. I like Ricochet too, but I mean, beating Drew McIntyre just like that, I don't like that. Baron Corbin is going to win now. They're not going to do Miz versus Ricochet unless they want to shock us. I wouldn't mind Drew McIntyre versus The Miz, but Ricochet versus Baron Corbin's kind of alright. Because now we're getting Samoa Joe versus Ricochet again. And Ricochet is probably going to beat Samoa Joe. That's what I'm thinking. So it's going to be the winner of Ricochet and Joe versus Alexander and Miz and Corbin. So we could get Ricochet versus Cedric Alexander. Although they are pushing Cedric Alexander, I'm not a fan of him personally. And that's just my opinion. He's not ready for this kind of push. But oh well, we'll see. Just like I'm not a fan of Braun and Seth becoming Raw Tag Team Champions. That's also a dumb idea. And they're going to be defending those titles at Clash of Champions. Ugh, I just don't like this idea. I wouldn't mind the King of the Ring being Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens. That'd be a good King of the Ring finals match. Or Ricochet versus Kevin Owens. You don't always have to do heel versus phase. You can do phase versus phase, or heel versus heel, or phase versus phase, and then the phase turns heel. Whatever. I just don't agree with it, honestly. Just my opinion, people. Maybe Buddy Murphy will be King of the Ring. We think Kevin Owens is getting this monster push, and then he loses to Elias because of Shane McMahon, which I thought they were going to drop the Shane McMahon Kevin Owens rivalry, but they're not going to do that. Some rivalries just aren't meant to be, like Shane versus Kevin Owens. Hey, they're having It Part 2. I can't wait for It Part 2. But yeah, and Baron Corbin, he's a good heel. He's just a boring heel. I was bored by Baron Corbin. Always getting title shots. And he's the type of heel you hate him, but you hate him for the wrong reason. I'm going to see It Chapter 2 soon. Like, Baron Corbin, he, I don't know. If he became King of the Ring, it might be interesting. It might be interesting. But maybe he'll wear a different attire or something and stop dressing like a TGI Fridays waiter, you know? Sometimes attire doesn't like the people. Like when Dean Ambrose wore a tank top and jeans and was the WWE champion, Dean Ambrose should have gone a different, direction, or Jon Moxley. Will The Miz ever be the WWE champion ever again? I don't think so. I think The Miz has now become a mid-carder. What's up, Josh? I think The Miz, after his reign in 2011, I believe, I think after that, they saw him as not being good enough. Plus, he got punished for not catching R-Truth, so they may not find him responsible. I think they're kind of done with The Miz and making him a champion. I think The Miz would have been a world champion on SmackDown back in 2012 if he never got punished. But The Miz got punished, and then that's history for him. I didn't think The Miz was a bad champion. I don't think that. Putting him in the main event of WrestleMania, that was the problem. I think in 2011, it should have been CM Punk versus John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania 27. That would have been maybe a little bit better, but WrestleMania 27 goes down as one of the worst WrestleManias ever. It was in Atlanta, Georgia, too. So, yeah. So I just don't know. And I'm back on Raw. I should have went to New Orleans. New Orleans has pretty good strip clubs, I'll tell you that much. New Orleans, but New Orleans is 2 hours from where I live, or 3, I think. 2 or 3 hours. It's not that far. I drove to Orlando all by myself. I fell asleep at a resting area. People say you're crazy driving all the way to Orlando by yourself. But the problem with Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins becoming tag champions is now those titles are just props. Braun and Seth are not going to be long-time tag team champions. I think the only reason they did it was for shock value. He keeps looking at that Universal title. Braun's a two-time tag team champion now. I hated that WrestleMania 34 segment with that kid, Nicholas. So Braun's was a tag champion with Nicholas, and now it's Seth Rollins. Boo, Seth Rollins. Boo. You guys like Braun Strowman? I like Braun Strowman. Brock, yeah, maybe. Braun's asking who's going to challenge Seth for the Universal title. Seth has beaten Brock, Baron Corbin, and AJ Styles already on Raw. Braun's challenging Seth for the Universal Championship. Seth is a shrimp next to Braun. Braun's arm is bigger than Seth Rollins' head. Like, Braun is a monster next to Seth. I like Braun Strowman too. I've always liked Braun Strowman. I liked Braun Strowman's matches with Roman Reigns. And a lot of you guys don't like Braun. You find him kind of cringy, but I like Braun Strowman. I think, yeah, but Braun Strowman, he's actually really good for his size. He's a big guy. I understand that big guys can be boring champions like the Big Show, Mark Henry, etc. But I always liked Braun as a competitor. And Braun's going to face AJ Styles. Yeah, because after WrestleMania 33, Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker, and then he challenged Braun Strowman. If you remember, Braun Strowman tipped over that ambulance while he was in there. The Miz is coming out right now. But yeah, that's what happened. Like, the Braun Strowman, after WrestleMania 33, faced Brock Lesnar at, I forget the pay-per-view name, I don't know. But Roman had a rivalry, and Braun Strowman beat Roman Reigns, basically. And it was an injured Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns didn't look too strong after WrestleMania 33. You know, he beats The Undertaker, the second guy to beat The Undertaker, and then loses to Braun Strowman, which is kind of not really in his better years in wrestling. We got The Miz versus Baron Corbin next, so we'll see what happens. But I don't think Baron Corbin should win the King of the Ring for one reason, and that's because Baron Corbin has had multiple title shots already, so that ship's already sailed in my opinion. So yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, if Baron won it, it'd be a cool gimmick, but he's already had so many title shots. He doesn't need to get another push. But that's just my personal opinion. What do you guys think about that? Man, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Owens should have beaten Elias. Kevin Owens should have been in the finals of the King of the Ring. It's just Kevin Owens is getting so over with the fans. He's a good wrestler. Kevin Owens is one of the few people I kind of like too, but it's the way they use Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens was the second Universal Champion and Intercontinental and a U.S. Champion as well, and had pretty good rivalries. I think Kevin Owens as a babyface is actually not a bad idea because he's been a heel for so long, you know. Why not evaluate him a little bit? But I guess the direction of Kevin Owens is they want Kevin Owens to continue to rival with Shane McMahon. You know? Sami Zayn, yes, Sami Zayn hasn't won a title on the roster. He's been an NXT champion. It kind of sucks. Sami Zayn came back after WrestleMania to face Finn Balor and got booed. And Finn Balor beat him. And maybe that's what hurt him. Got like the EC3. EC3 was, he faced Dean Ambrose, and the fans booed EC3. So Vince McMahon said, EC3, you're not over, we don't like you, so you're being punished. Yeah. That's how it goes usually. Walter? The problem is with Walter on NXT UK, maybe in the UK he'll be a pretty big star. But Walter, he's big, he's got a decent gimmick, but I don't know what they would do. I mean, I don't know. Walter versus Braun Strowman, Walter versus Finn Balor, Walter versus Seth Rollins. But here, with Walter, think of this though. What if Walter became the WWE champion and defeated Kofi Kingston or whoever? What if Walter was the face of the WWE? How would you feel about that? Think about it. Walter, the WWE champion. All over the UK they would talk about him. He'd be famous in the UK. In the United States, Walter kind of doesn't suit well for us, in my opinion. UK wrestlers, I guess. But yeah. I don't know. Would Walter be a heel? Would he be a babyface? What would he be? The Miz is in the ring right now. Those fans must get bored when they hear his music play for like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. And the Miz is going to talk too. I like the Miz though. The Miz is good. With who? The Miz talking about I hate when the Miz talks about Miz and Mrs. on Raw. I hate when he does that. Just saying. The Miz has been a tag team champion, Intercontinental, US, WWE champion, main event at WrestleMania. King Awesome. King Awesome. They can't book The Miz at live shows. The Miz has too much value. Vince McMahon feels that women like Baron Corbin. But with Baron Corbin, he's not terrible. He's good, but as a heel, he tries too hard. He used to play football. Nobody from the SmackDown side looks like they're going to be good, except for Buddy Murphy or Cien Almas. So, Buddy Murphy and Cien Almas for the SmackDown side, and Ricochet and Baron Corbin? Oh. The Miz versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin defeated The Miz at Survivor Series a couple years ago. So Baron Corbin, he's beaten The Miz before. He looks like my old boss from my old restaurant. Yeah, Baron Corbin looks like my old boss from my restaurant job I used to have. About the same height, bald head, same face, same little goatee. Aleister Black, WWE champion. We've heard Michael Cole commentate for how many years now? For me, it's been since 1998. I've heard Michael Cole commentate. Same voice. Corey Graves, like the only real announcer I like. Commentator I like. JR doesn't count because he's not in this company anymore. Thomas. The guy from NXT, he's really good. I'm talking about the glasses. I just forget his name. But yeah, the announcer from NXT, the main announcer from NXT, he's the best announcer all around. I forgot his name though. On my laptop for a minute. Corey Graves is funny, but I don't know. I feel like he tries to be like Jerry the King Lawler at times. Like he tries too hard also. I'm surprised Sylvester Stallone still makes movies. I've been watching a lot of movies lately. I like movies. Nah, I don't watch it, no. I've never watched any of Stone Cold's movies. I never watched The Condemned. I didn't watch any of those movies. I'm hearing seeing more CM Punk rumors and whatever. I'm tired of hearing about CM Punk. So I'll be watching All Out on Saturday, by the way. So I'm just sitting at home chilling for now and doing my streams. Who knows? There's not too much going on Raw tonight at all. and Seth are going to be tag champions at Clash of Champions, then we're not going to see a lot of like physical interaction with Seth and Braun. In 10 years, well, Jericho won't be wrestling anymore. Kenny Omega might retire by then. I don't know. 10 years from now, I don't see Jericho even wrestling anymore. Hopefully in 10 years, AEW, I'm giving it 5 years. 10 years, I don't know. Maybe they'll sign WWE guys. Who knows? We'll see. But that's yet to be talked about. And Miz and Mrs. season finales tomorrow if you want to watch it. If you want to watch. Can't wait to go shopping again and buy me some more new clothes. I like this Godzilla t-shirt. I want it. I've been watching Godzilla movies lately. You guys like Godzilla? I like Godzilla. Oh, okay. I'm going to watch all the Raw today for you guys. The Miz doing the yes kicks to Baron Corbin. I wanted to see the Miz, Daniel Bryan versus EC3. Because EC3 was Daniel Bryan's pro in NXT. Tom Phillips. He's okay. He tries. I think someone said Robert Roode's career is already ruined. Cedric Alexander. He just left NXT to go somewhere else. I don't really know why. He was Derek Bateman at NXT and then he left to Impact Wrestling. Why is Vince mad about wrestlers going to Impact Wrestling? Kurt Angle did it. Kurt Angle left the WWE to go wrestle at different companies because in the WWE he couldn't find anyone else to wrestle who was good. Baron Corbin's on the referee. Maybe the Miz will beat Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's a big dude. He's a former football player. Baron Corbin needs a character change. That's what I think. End of days. No, Miz counters it. Oh, DDT to Baron Corbin. 1. I'll tell you what, Baron Corbin has really decent matches. He's not a bad wrestler. The Miz does too. But the Miz, he needs to go a different direction. I don't know. They need to give Miz a heel turn and make him they could make the Miz champion now. Maybe the Miz could beat Kofi Kingston and be WWE champion. Since they won't push EC3, why not? Shoot. So there's a sign that says "Bring back Brock Party." Miz kicks out at 2. Oh, wait. Skull crushing finale. 1, 2. Baron Corbin kicks out. I thought the Miz had it. I thought the Miz beat Baron Corbin right there. Miz hit the skull-crushing finale on Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin kicked out at 2. That was nice. That was nice. Oh, well. Hashtag Baron Corbin. Yeah. I wasn't expecting him to kick. The Miz going up. End of days. End of days. 1. Baron Corbin wins. Baron Corbin's beaten The Miz twice in his career so far. So, Baron Corbin versus Cedric Alexander. I think Baron Corbin won. Not a bad match. Pretty good match. What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? So, Ricochet beats Drew McIntyre, and Baron Corbin beats The Miz. That was a good match, so I give it an up. I'm being Simon Miller now. One. No. You know, yeah, Ricochet beat Drew McIntyre. Vince McMahon, I just don't know. Raw had the worst ratings. Okay, look at it this way. Raw had the worst ratings in history because of Vince McMahon. So, there you go. So, Joe, Ricochet, Alexander, Corbin. Cedric Alexander being the king of the ring, is he ready for that kind of push? What about Shelton Benjamin as king of the ring? King Corbin. What's Baron Corbin gonna say? He's all sweaty sitting in that chair. The poll saying nobody wanted Baron Corbin to win King of the Ring. Baron Corbin saying that won't ever accomplish anything he's accomplished. Tag team turmoil. The Viking Raiders are in a match at least. Winner of that that faces Seth and Braun. There's the OC backstage. As far as NXT on USA goes, I don't want to watch 2 hours of NXT. That's too much wrestling, man. But sadly, it will succeed. Here comes Bailey. Bailey's coming out right now. I'm not a fan of Bailey, by the way. I don't feel Bailey's a good champion. Felt Ember Moon should have won it. Hey, but Survivor Series, one of you guys, I got a post. It could be Bailey versus Sasha Banks at Survivor Series. Bailey versus Nikki Cross. What's up? The boy goes ahoy. How you doing? So yeah, Bailey versus Nikki Cross. That should be a pretty good match, I think. Isn't it crazy to think about? Nikki Cross gets a bigger push than most of the women in the women's division. You know, Charlotte Flair is actually pretty hot. But Charlotte Flair, believe honestly, is one of the best women on the roster. That's what hot. Charlotte Flair. But I guess Alexa Bliss is back in action again, wrestling again. So we'll see what happens with Alexa Bliss. Andrade should win any championship. I think Andrade is one of the best wrestlers on the roster. Andrade, I mean, Andrade is like Brock Lesnar in a way, but he has Selena Vega to talk for him. So Andrade, because he can't speak very good English, apparently, if that's really what it is, that's why he's not the WWE champion right now. And Selena Vega and him don't really travel together. But I like Andrade, and he's good. I just wish they're not using a match with Johnny Gargano at NXT. I'm not I wasn't really a fan of NXT then. I like NXT now, but now I don't think I'm going to like NXT anymore with it being 2 hours on USA. There's too much wrestling. There's too much. We don't need all that wrestling in 1 week. We get 3 hours of Raw as it is. I'm really tired, guys. James Storm. As of right now, I don't see the point of James Storm even being part of the WWE. I think James Storm would be better off in AEW, honestly. They're not going to use him right in the WWE. And also, there's the Fiend and Bray Wyatt. We're not seeing any of them on TV at all. So I guess Vince McMahon sees Bray Wyatt as being so over. You guys watch Chris Lee Knows Best? I think it's actually kind of funny. But I'm telling you guys, I do not want to watch 2 hours of NXT, personally. Because what if the Undisputed Era get caught up to the main roster? Yeah, the Mexicals. That was Super Crazy, Psychosis, and someone else. Yeah. I remember the Mexicals, yeah. Rey Mysterio shouldn't retire. Dominic, Dominic actually wrestled in Lucha Underground, or helped out anyways. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Dominic's gonna do, honestly. Dominic. Dominic's a big kid. He's a big dude. Put my glasses on. The return of Rey Mysterio next week. He's a big dude. But Dominic, it's kind of funny looking back at 2006 before you guys watched wrestling. Maybe you didn't watch in 2006 at all, or 7. Or so, yeah, it was 6. And Dominic was, it was Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero for Dominic's paperwork. It was a ladder match at SummerSlam. One of Eddie Guerrero's last rivalries. Huh. Dang it. Bailey and Nikki Cross. It's like a pee break match. Hope this match doesn't drag on. Nikki Cross is okay. I like Nikki Cross, kind of. She's funny and entertaining. Are we going to get Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross down the line for, like, the women's championship? They give Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss storyline, you know? And Nikki Cross beat Bayley, I think, on Raw a few weeks ago. So, we'll see. Bayley hung up on the rope. They must like Nikki Cross if they're giving her pushes like this and putting her with Alexa Bliss. This guy's in the back going. He didn't like it. There's a guy just going like this in the back, booing this match because he's bored. It's Nikki Cross and Bayley. This is like watching an NXT match. Minneapolis? Why not? Are you from Minneapolis? Nobody wants to see Bayley versus Nikki Cross. The fans just look bored. I'd go get me a hot dog right now. Oklahoma. Bayley wins with a top rope elbow. I give this match a down. I give it a down. Oklahoma. Anywhere no Tucson? Well, never mind. I'm wrong. Forget I say anything. We got Braun Strowman versus AJ Styles tonight. Oklahoma's really hot, from what I hear. You live next to Tornado Valley, I think. There's Braun backstage. Yeah, I don't know much about Oklahoma. Jesus. Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's what I meant to say. Tulsa, Tucson. That's Arizona. I don't know. Yeah, he is. Well, Jack Swagger won the wrestling NCAA championship there, I think. Oklahoma, let's see, read the news. Oklahoma wins case against drug maker in historic IPI trial. The Viking Raiders are coming out first. Yeah, I've watched some of Jack Swagger's fights. I think he lost. The Viking Raiders are the first team. Yeah, he won, but he's lost too. He's doing Bellator, is that what it is? Yeah, Bellator, yeah. Yeah, Jack Swagger's doing Bellator right now. I believe. I'll look up some news about him right now, actually. Problem is, he's 37 years old. But no news on him right now. You know, some of NXT UK is actually really good. I actually like Zach Gibson and the other guy. Cardiff Takeover NXT UK. So we have an NXT Takeover this Saturday at 2 p.m. So we have All Out on we have Pete Dunne's on NXT. So we have UK NXT Takeover on Saturday, and we have AEW All Out on Saturday. So I'm gonna be. I don't even watch NXT UK. I don't care for it personally. Just my opinion. But I'm not even really the biggest Pete Dunne fan, honestly. But I'm gonna be watching All Out, so I'm gonna be missing NXT Takeover UK. I'm gonna be streaming All Out Saturday if you guys want to watch. Yeah, it's garbage. Yeah. As long as my phone doesn't die on me, I'll be right here watching All Out with you guys. You guys ready for AEW All Out? I'll be right here watching it with you. I'm actually excited for it. Or I might just watch the main event. I'm not going to watch the whole show, but just the main event. But they actually added, it's going to be Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and some other weird guy versus SCU was added to the card. Oni Larkin, yeah. Baby. Oni Larkin and Danny Burch, I don't know about them. We got a tag team turmoil match. Do you guys like Whoppers or Big Macs? Big Macs. What, AEW? It's okay. It's okay. William Regal, champion? I don't know about that. Whopper. Big Macs or Whoppers? Everybody likes Whoppers better than Big Macs. You know what? I've never eaten a Big Mac or a Whopper in my entire life. I'm not a hamburger person. Yeah, William Regal was, but I didn't like him as a kid. I like Godzilla. Is it out right now? Let me see. I gotta buy Godzilla on DVD. I've been watching Godzilla movies. You know what? I don't know if you guys are Godzilla fans or not, but like, personally, I like this Godzilla. This is 1998. A lot of people say it was a flop. It was actually a pretty good Godzilla movie. This is a lot of people's first Godzilla movie. So, yeah. So we got the Viking Raiders versus the B team. The Viking Raiders aren't really over yet. They've just been wrestling jobbers. Sadly, I don't see the Viking Raiders just beating everybody. That'd make the Viking Raiders look too strong. King of the Monsters, that's the one go on DVD coming out. Hey Josh, how was that movie? Was it pretty good? What'd you think of it? About what movie? The 98 Godzilla or the new Godzilla? Yeah. This was a lot of people's first Godzilla movie. Oh, come on now. It's like watching your very first episode of Monday Night Raw. Even though it sucks, you like it. But this movie was a flop. People didn't like it. They said it was stupid. They said it sucked. But I see the nostalgia in this Godzilla movie. I really do. You know what? I'll tell you one thing. I did not like this one at all. This was 2014. I didn't like this Godzilla at all. It was, the Viking Raiders just beat the B team. Well, Godzilla is a raptor. If you look at the back. Yeah, ever seen this Godzilla? You know what's funny about this Godzilla movie? Malcolm in the Middle's dad is in the movie as an actor. So I couldn't take it seriously. Paper? I thought this was a pretty bad Godzilla movie, honestly. It was mainly talking for 2 hours of the movie. Or an hour and a half of the movie was just talking about stuff. I mean, at least in this one, Godzilla appeared like 10 minutes in the movie. Here, he appears at the end of the movie. But, I like my Godzilla movies, so I'll put that right there. King Kong, I haven't watched any King Kong movies. What King Kong movie should I watch? You said 2005, I might go check it out. The King Kong, what was the King Kong movie? The 2005 King Kong? I'll go check it out. I'm not a fan of King Kong at all. I know nothing about him, so we'll see. Skull Island was bad. Yeah. Wait, the Viking Raiders and the OC get a double disqualification. Wait a minute. What's this? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I gotta make a video about this. I gotta make a video rant about this. Hold on a minute. Time for a rant video. What's up, everybody? I'm watching Monday Night Raw, and the OC and the Viking Raiders just got a double disqualification because they were fighting each other too much. But I can see why, because they don't want the Viking Raiders to lose right away because they want to build them up so they can just wrestle jobbers. And the OC were the former tag team champions. They don't want to make them look too strong. But what kind of booking is this? They could have had the Viking Raiders come out last or the OC come not even be part of this or whatever. But I just seen a double disqualification with both teams. I mean, I don't like this writing. I understand it, but it's stupid and it's not good. I'm just ranting about it because I feel it's a pretty bad booking. That's all I want to say. All right. So, anyways, let's see. Let's go live here. There comes Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, basically, yeah. Here comes Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. I had to make a rant video real fast. Hope you guys enjoy it. A King Kong Godzilla Mania? Really? So, like, in the 1998 Godzilla, is it just because he looks like a raptor? That's why people don't like it? I always wanted to be in a movie. It was my dream as a kid to be in a movie. Molotro looks like paper? What about Godzilla? I'm gonna get a really old Godzilla movie, like Godzilla versus like the Mega Godzilla thing. The 1990s were full of corny movies. You know what? Hey, you guys know what movie I watch a lot, even though you don't agree? Actually, you guys aren't gonna agree with this. Jeepers Creepers. This is actually a really good movie. People don't talk about it enough. Yeah. And you know what? You're right about that, boy. He goes, oh, you're right about that. The ending was pretty crappy. But at the end, a Godzilla hatches from an egg at the end of the movie. And yes, I just spoiled it for you guys. But Jeepers Creepers, I watch this a lot. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I like this. I like this movie. I watch, you know, Oompa, Loompa, Doopa Da. Which Godzilla movie you had to saw? No, I'm kidding. I bought, you know what? I was very disappointed because I bought Beavis and Butthead at Walmart. And this movie. And also Beavis and Butthead. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But Beavis and Butthead. I was very disappointed in this show. Yeah, I never saw the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I can't even buy it. You know, I can't even buy it at Walmart or nothing. What other movies do I watch? Oh yeah, you guys ever seen Good Burger? I like Good Burger. That's a pretty funny movie. I got the Blair Witch Project. I like the Blair Witch Project. People may not like this movie. The new one is crap. Let's see, what else do I watch? I tried watching Jaws, but I couldn't get into it. Jaws, I'm not a fan of Jaws, even if they filmed it on the ocean that I live by. Jaws, not my favorite kind of movie, personally. Let's see. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna hate me for this one. But I do like the SpongeBob movie. I like the SpongeBob movie. This is actually a pretty funny movie, honestly. I gotta upload my video real fast. You can't. The SpongeBob movie was pretty funny. The Lucha House Party versus Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Interesting tag team. The Martin. Chad Gable underrated? Kinda. And the Lucha House Party eliminated. Halloween movies, I saw the new Halloween. Oh yeah, I'll tell you other movies I got that I like. Let's see. All right, here we go. I like The Gallows. The Gallows. People don't like this movie too much. I like it. Jason, bro. I like The Gallows. That was pretty good. Jingle All the Way. Jingle All the Way. That right there. This is my favorite Christmas movie. Next to Christmas Story, but Jingle All the Way. I could watch this all year round, and it's not even Christmas, basically. But Jingle All the Way holds a special place in my heart for movies. Even if you don't agree with that logic, if you don't like me saying that, you think it's silly I say that, but Jingle All the Way. That was a good Christmas movie. Let's see what else I got here. Oh yeah. One of my favorite movies of all time. I use my video camera and I just film it and, you know. Yeah. I thought the idea was stupid. I had to talk about it. Any got a really negative thing on Raw, I'm going to talk about it and give an opinion. You don't have to follow that opinion at all. I could stream Home Alone, Terminator 2, baby. You can't go wrong with Terminator. The movie It, if you count that, yeah. But Terminator 2, this is a masterpiece. I like this movie. Terminator 2, y'all. It's the Revival versus Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, a very random tag team. The Revival might have just won this match. Nope, Dolph Ziggler kicked out at 2. Yeah, I can live stream and still use my camera. And I'm filming my computer. I use my phone for live streams, so yeah. What's up, everybody? Behind the scenes of me filming a rant video. It's funny. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You see, I'll tell you here's the thing about it. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's that good. Because the thing is, I don't watch movies. I'm not really a movie person. And it's a tag team turmoil going on, and I don't really care for it. I got into movies about a few months ago. That's why I'm watching movies. I watch Godzilla. I'm watching Terminator 2. I'm behind in times with movies. I'm one of those people who doesn't really watch a lot of movies or anything. Let's see, what other movies do I got here that are decent? I liked Avengers Endgame. I thought that was good. Spider-Man 2. Shawshank Redemption. I tell you what, guys, I'm going to look these movies up. I'm going to put them in my little folder. I'm going to check them out. I'm just not really a movie person. Now I'm watching movies and I'm enjoying myself watching movies. All I watch is wrestling. I know, I'm lame. Movie. Okay, here's the thing. Whenever I go to the movie theater, I always end up spending $25 on candy, popcorn, drinks, and the ticket itself. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I'm on YouTube right now looking at YouTube videos. Let's see, the Wonderful Wizard of Oz audition scene. That has 12 million views. Hmm. A lot of girls out there like Twilight. Wasn't a fan of Twilight, didn't care for it. Yeah. You guys watch that WCW movie, Ready to Rumble? Let's see. I'm gonna go over like movies right now and like that kind of thing. Let's see what's on here. Yeah. My friend says he's over Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. Huh. I like Tobey Maguire. I personally like Tobey Maguire. I like Spider-Man too. Escape from Alcatraz. Sorry guys, I just don't watch. I gotta watch more movies. I saw the Batman, The Dark Knight. It was decent. I guess I've learned I'm not the biggest Batman fan, really. Let's look it up. Faux or Dohawk? No wait. Let's see. Best movies. The best movies of all time. This is just a list. The Godfather is ranked. Casablanca, Citizen Kane, Pulp Fiction, Star Wars movies. You guys watch Star Wars? I don't watch Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars fan. Taxi Driver. The Shawshank Redemption. Is that what you said? The Shawshank Redemption? Who was that? I see it right here. Goodfellas. Forrest Gump was top movie of all time. Jaws is on this list. The Empire. Oh, that's Star Wars. The Matrix. I'm not a Matrix fan. I don't understand. I didn't understand the Matrix really. Rocky makes a lot of sense. I actually liked Rocky. I don't know. It's better than Cinderella Man, in my opinion. Lord of the Rings is too long. Back to the Future. Did you guys like Back to the Future? Do you guys have any knowledge of it? Do you guys watch it at all? Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler look like they might get a tag title shot, though. Of course, the Titanic. Yeah. Run, Forrest. Run. What's better, The Wizard of Oz or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Heavy Machinery versus Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Pulp Fiction? I didn't watch any of the Godfather movies, but I heard they were fantastic. I just didn't watch any of them. You don't know. These are old movies. The Dark Knight's on this list. But The Dark Knight, do you think it's overrated? But apparently, according to Ranker.com, The Godfather is the best movie of all time, according to Ranker.com. And Shawshank Redemption is number 2, which I didn't watch it. What makes it such a good movie? What is the Shawshank Redemption? Why is it so good? I guess I'm biased with The Dark Knight because I wasn't a fan of it. I thought it bored me. You don't know. These are old movies. Silence of the Lambs. The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Lord of the Rings, I can understand why, because there's a lot of Lord of the Rings geeks out there, and Harry Potter. Harry Potter isn't on this list. Heavy Machinery's attacking Dolph Ziggler. Titanic. Eh. Blade Runner. But you know what, guys? That's just my knowledge of movies. And Bobby Roode has one of the Heavy Machinery dudes. Leonardo DiCaprio, man. I remember back in the 90s when women loved Leonardo DiCaprio. Remember those days when women thought he was so hot. He's only 44 years old. And with a net worth of $245 million. He made $50 million from the Titanic. A little over exaggerated, maybe. Yeah, Derek, I know they are. I just made a video about it. They don't want the War Raiders to just beat everybody because that makes them look way too strong. What they didn't even make any sense, in my opinion. Phew. Time for the Caterpillar. You guys like heavy machinery? Ryback likes Otis Dojovich. The Caterpillar. The Caterpillar? Oh, that was botched, it looks like. Bobby Roode. Yeah. Ryback got ruined. It's actually a pretty decent match. Bobby Roode and Dolph versus Heavy Machinery. Not bad. The Glorious DDT won. Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode win. Wow, Bobby Roode and Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler advance. Making it more unpredictable. I will give in. And Sasha Banks versus Natalya is up next. What else is happening on Raw tonight? Oh yeah, Braun versus Seth Rollins. Glorious. What's up, Ty? How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Still talking about Roman versus who's attacking Roman Reigns. But this Raw's been okay. Hasn't been a bad Raw. The tag team turmoil didn't go on so long, and I've been pretty good, man. I've been pretty good. You guys like the big dog Roman Reigns? Yeah. Mr. Ty-Mania. Later, man. Who attacked Roman Reigns? Was it you, Dick? It was me. I'd start laughing. I think Daniel Bryan was the one who attacked Roman, honestly. KFC has a new mac and cheese bowl with popcorn chicken. Ah. I need a bowl of cereal. That's what I need. I don't want a spicy mac and cheese bowl. Fast food jobs just don't. Fast food places just don't know what people want. Mac and cheese. I gotta put this up. Yeah. Sasha Banks versus Natalia is all I really wanted to see. Give me a glass of milk. I'll be right back. Another episode series of Total Divas. There comes Sasha Banks. Look familiar? I don't know, guys. Ah, I don't like Natalia's ring gear at all. Ah, needed some more milk. Milk's good for your body. Yeah, I'm trying not to drink soda anymore. Yeah, it's alright. That suplex looked nice. I see some of Sonic. Sasha Banks looks like reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog. And Sasha attacking that arm. I'm gonna call her Sonic Banks. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Whoa. Bank statement by Sasha Banks. I like Sasha Banks though. Even if she looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. And Sasha Banks wins. Sasha Banks beats Natalya. An injured Natalya. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog wins. And Sasha Banks attacking Natalya. Yeah. You've done nothing but lie. Bray instead of Orton? Yeah. But the thing is, Bray Wyatt just won the WWE Championship and Randy Orton just dethroned him a month later. Randy Orton's kind of a boring champion. AJ Styles. There's AJ Styles. He just needs a new gimmick, that's all. The phenomenal AJ Styles. See ya. See you later, man. Cedric Alexander versus Cesaro. Isn't Seth Rollins a great champion? Yeah. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm so tired. Yeah. Well, in the restroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Use the restroom. So, you guys watching NXT UK or All Out? $10 for NXT TakeOver UK and $50 for All Out. Cesaro. Yeah. I'm just not date. I've been trying to date recently. The dating world isn't easy when you don't have a lot of money in your pocket. Cesaro versus Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander, the King of the Ring. Cesaro actually beat Cedric Alexander. But Cesaro is a hell of an athlete. Commercial break. Cedric Alexander versus Cesaro. Shoot. Watching a Law and Order. I used to watch Law and Order. No, I don't care for it anymore. Alright. Popeyes, 2 can dine in for $10. Who, John Cena? they all say we need John Cena in the WWE. We complained about John Cena, now we want him back. John Cena didn't want to be there no more. He didn't want to be crippled. John Cena kind of just makes appearances. John Cena's a hypocrite just like The Rock is, saying, I was born in the WWE and I will never leave the WWE. The WWE is my home, and then that happens. So we'll see. Yeah. The WWE's gone downhill, man. There ain't much there for it no more. It all goes both ways. CM Punk was some of you guys' childhood back in 2012. Sad to see what wrestling is. Oh yeah, Cesaro versus Cedric Alexander. I don't really care for this match. Because Cesaro's not doing anything anymore. They ruined Cesaro years ago. They don't want to push Cesaro because he's not charismatic. As good as Cesaro is, they're not doing nothing with him. It's very disappointing. Yeah. I mean, it seems like Raw's trying to improve, but it's still boring, kind of. Like something just isn't clicking with us. I think it's just 3 hours too long. It's 3 hours too long. If it was 2 hours, it'd be watchable. But it's 3 hours too long. That's my opinion. Like, what if Raw went back to 2 hours? I sat through Raw for 2 hours and 20 minutes already. I already want to end the live stream, but I don't know. What's up, Jermaine? I'm bored watching Raw, man. It's been okay. After like 2 hours of it, I get bored, but it's been all right. I think I'd rather watch Godzilla than watch Raw. But we got a Boston Crab by Cesaro to Cedric Alexander. Eh. Wow. But they want to push Cedric Alexander, but I don't like Cedric Alexander that much. He's a great athlete, but I don't know what I would do with him. Give him an Intercontinental title shot, give him a U.S. title shot. I wouldn't mind AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander, but yeah, Heyman does, yeah. Ah. Just taking some notes on how I'm going to spend my money the next 3 weeks. Nah, you're right about that, Josh. Just tag turmoil matches and nonsense. Ankle lock to Cedric Alexander. You know what else I noticed? There's not number one contender matches for the U.S. or Intercontinental Championship. Instead, just pointless. Like, I feel like I'm watching the same match too much. Cedric Alexander won. But the fans look bored watching the match. The fans don't look like they're really into it. No, they need to stop having Cedric Alexander versus Cesaro. They need to quit having that match. It's pointless. Don't do it again. Or work his way up. There's AJ Styles backstage, the U.S. title. He's facing Braun Strowman tonight. So Braun Strowman's going to hold every championship on Raw, you know? Yeah, I don't know, man. Rather watch SpongeBob the movie. I'm tired, guys. Do you guys ever get this tired watching Raw and you just fall asleep? Medical marijuana is. Pyro. They're bringing Pyro back. Pyro is not even a big deal. I don't care about Pyro. But weed, we have medical marijuana, but not. Weed's not really legal, though. A lot of people in Florida are against drugs. You know, in Nebraska, you can't have weed at all. In Nebraska. I did some research. If you have weed in Nebraska, you get really, really penalized for it. So you don't want to move to Nebraska. Well, I mean, some cops don't care if you get caught with weed, but I guess it depends on the cop or whatever. It's a misdemeanor here. Let's see. Let's see, in Nebraska, here it is. The state of Nebraska has decriminalized possession of small amounts of cannabis, punishing possession up to 1 ounce with a $300 citation, but the sale of any amount of marijuana is still felony with mandatory minimum prison sentences. For instance, someone convicted of selling a single joint faces a mandatory 1-year prison sentence in addition to the stiff fine. Wyoming? Really? That's Nebraska. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look up Wyoming. That's what they say about. I'm on findlaw.com. Let's see. Okay, here we go. In Wyoming, a person caught with up to 3 ounces of pot faces a misdemeanor conviction with a penalty of up to a year in jail and a fine of $1,000. A third conviction can carry a 5-year prison sentence and a $5,000 fine. So basically, marijuana in Wyoming is like a DUI. If you get 3 DUIs, you can get up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. I think. The possession, sale, trafficking, and cultivation of marijuana is illegal in all states except neighboring Colorado and Washington, where it is tightly regulated. In addition, growing a number of states allowing for the medical use of marijuana, like Florida's medical marijuana. Basically, no. Nobody does. Nobody wants to live in those states. There's nothing in Wyoming and there's nothing in Nebraska, so why would you want to live in Nebraska or Wyoming? But you know what? I am curious about one thing. Wonder what the laws are in Alaska. Out of curiosity. Huh. Yeah. Let's see. Let's look up Alaska marijuana laws. We know that Nebraska and Wyoming are pretty. Maybe that's why Maybe that's why nobody wants to live in Nebraska and Wyoming. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Marijuana is legal in Alaska for both medical and recreational users. With some restrictions, it is legal to grow your own. It is legal to grow your own herb and possess up to 1 ounce, 4 ounces in your private residence, but it's still illegal to sell or consume in public. So in Alaska, marijuana is perfectly fine. I don't even know. Rob Stone say. How about, let's see, yeah, but they pay you to live in Alaska. I think you make about $4,000 a year to live in Alaska, I think. Let's look up Texas. They're just talking to Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Let's see. Okay, attitudes about marijuana have been rapidly changing, but Texas goes its own way. Neighboring states have passed laws permitting medical use of marijuana, decriminalizing petty offenses, and even legalizing the recreational use of the plant. Texas, by contrast, continues to punish marijuana offenses severely, although it did pass a very restrictive medical cannabis law allowing limited use of low THC, high CBD cannabis oil. They sell CBD stuff here in Florida. So you're right, Texas is very strict about it, but medical marijuana, they're kind of okay about it. Kind of. But that's it. They don't want anyone doing drugs there, apparently. So, yeah. Because Texas is full of gangs, you know, if that makes any sense. Got the Aryan Brotherhood, the skinheads, the Mexican Mafia. You watch Live PD. I watch Live PD sometimes. I like Cops better, personally. What's another state? Montana. Let's look up Montana. Which I would never want to live there anyways. I like the street profits. I hear them talk. Yeah. Marijuana laws are okay. In Montana, it says this: marijuana laws are changing rapidly, with many states, including Montana, now allowing for the use of herb for medical purposes. You can only have medical in Montana. Oh yeah, there's a lot of voodoo in Louisiana. Here's my opinion of marijuana, though. I think, like just like you said right now, it should be like alcohol. You can't be stoned everywhere. You can smoke it at home and grow it at home, but you cannot smoke and drive. You can't sell it. You can only have it at home. You're still going to get a DUI from being stoned while driving. It should be just like alcohol, where you get DUIs for being high while you're driving, and you still get the same fine as a DUI for American marijuana. That's just my opinion. Because if it's not going to cause any cancer or lung cancer, it should just be like alcohol. Here's the problem though: people abuse it too much. When people drive with it and stuff. Yeah. Like, there's a thing. I mean, or like this. I didn't mean it like that. You can purchase it. You can purchase marijuana, but you cannot smoke it in your car. You can come home if you're stressed after work, smoke it, and relax. But it's just like that. It's like you don't drink a bottle of whiskey and go driving. You don't smoke two joints, two blunts, and go driving. You don't do that. You don't smoke out of a bowl and go driving. It should be just like alcohol. It shouldn't. But people are gonna abuse it. Right now, I'll tell you something funny, man. If I was live streaming and marijuana was legal, I would be smoking a joint while talking to you guys. I'd be like, yeah, I'm watching Raw, man. I'd probably pass out and go to sleep. I'm very lightweight with alcohol and marijuana. I was smoking a blunt with my friends one day, and I was just at home, all talking, all chill. Usually I have really bad anxiety, believe it or not, but I was at home just chilling. I was eating a bowl of cereal like this, spilling milk everywhere. I just fell asleep in my bed like this. I woke up and I felt amazing. I'm a lightweight, you know. Yeah, I don't really drink or smoke. I mean, I'll get a bottle of whiskey sometimes, but I don't finish the whole bottle. Alcohol makes me very depressed. I'm a depressed drunk. I can't drink. I have too many issues in my mind, man. Honestly, I don't live in a perfect world, man. I have a lot of issues. Drugs aren't the answer. Drugs aren't the answer, man. You shouldn't do drugs. You have to kind of get through your problems. You have to understand. Here's something you got to understand. In life, everybody has their moments in life where they get depressed and upset. You're no different than anybody else. But don't go beat yourself up, and do drugs to escape it. I got a lot of friends who do drugs just to escape it. You don't want to be that person. You want to kind of just enjoy your life and understand that you'll have good moments in life too, and everything will be fine. Life can be very depressing. You lose friends, you lose all your money. You feel like your life is over. You just go through a phase where you feel it's all hopeless. I was that guy. I'm not a winner in life, but I mean, I try just to look at the brighter side of things and enjoy life the way I want to enjoy life. And I bet you've heard advice like this before from so many people, and giving advice doesn't always work, but that's just how I look at it. Like, I'm no different. You get heartbroken, you get your feelings hurt, you feel like your life is over, you know. I could end up homeless one day, who knows? My life could go so downhill and I end up homeless and on the streets. But you see, like me with like my wrestling channel, it was my goal to get 1 million YouTube views. That was my goal. I reached my goal. I'm proud of myself for reaching that goal. Now I got other goals I want to accomplish, and I accomplish those goals, and I do things like that. You know, I always look for new goals. People say life is boring. There is so much you can do with your life. You can save money. You can work out, get in shape. You can look for jobs. Yeah, that's true. Hey, think about Los Angeles. There's a lot of homeless people in Los Angeles. Like 75% of people who live in Los Angeles are homeless and out of work. A lot of people go through, people commit suicide every day. People kill themselves every day. You know, your life will get better in time. You just got to give it time. I'll tell you something funny. Yeah. You know it then. You know, shoot. The Firefly Funhouse. But you know, I just like watching wrestling and I like talking to people. But you know, also in life, you know, I I feel like sometimes in life, you know, life is very depressing, and like I said before, sometimes I'll be honest with you, I don't even like people that much. I don't like being around people. I've been conned out of money. I've been bullied for my lunch money. I been insulted and messed up in the most worst ways, being picked on for things. It can affect you really mentally and totally destroy your confidence. Happened to me. You know, I watch wrestling. I do what I like to do. I don't let people judge me for it. I was talking about movies. Yeah, gas prices here are 2.32 a gallon, or 2.36 a gallon. You know, that's why they have professional wrestling, something for us to enjoy and watch on TV. You guys just enjoy watching wrestling. 3:45. I wouldn't go. I would only leave town once a week. AJ Styles. I feel like AJ Styles is getting slower in the ring. Yeah, again, the fights in school. I've been in fights in school. I've been through a lot, man. I've been jumped. All sorts of things. I've had plenty of my bicycles stolen from people. The way you look at it, man, it's like, you're just living your life when things go wrong. Some people don't even have a life. Or some people just have it better than others, or have it easier than others. Some people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They don't have to work, or work at Walmart, or work at McDonald's, or whatever. Um, Pensacola's pretty ghetto. Flor Okay, Florida's like this. Yeah, like, Florida's like this. Florida's a nice place to live. The crime isn't too bad. It's pretty. There's a lot you can do a lot of cool photos and go to restaurants and stuff. But like, here's the thing: you don't really want to live in Florida because there's not really any money here. Living here sucks. Swamps, lakes, and more lakes, and the beach. So you can see you guys live in Los Angeles. Our weather here sucks. Weather in Florida will make you really sick. There is pollen all over the place. I sneeze. I kid you not. From January to March, I will cough for 3 months. I can just cough like a cough for months. Here's the question though: do you want it to be really hot or really cold? When I lived in Arkansas, it was like perfect weather. The weather, it was cold in the, you know, you can live in South Dakota, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's just hot. I'm from Arkansas, and Arkansas, it's pretty hot. It gets pretty hot there too. It's like dry heat. I tell you what, you wouldn't like living in Tennessee. Tennessee sucks. I hate Tennessee. I don't like Memphis at all. Memphis is more ghetto than Pensacola. No, you know what's ghetto? Michigan is ghetto. You don't want to live in Michigan. Michigan's pretty ghetto. It lives in Arkansas. I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas, and it's bad. Huh. I'm telling you, Florida's a nice state to live in. It just, there's no money here. You struggle. You can't. You have to spend months of your, every year, you have to spend months preparing yourself to survive. Pensacola's like ranked number 3 in bad cities, I think. Pensacola is like this. There's been reports of 4 people so far spreading HIV. It's becoming Atlanta. It's like the 4th person I've heard about spreading HIV in Pensacola to like 5 other people. Pensacola is a nasty, nasty place. But so is Louisiana. Louisiana has STDs, and so does Mississippi. Like basically going down the road, you're gonna hit Alabama. Okay, it's like this. Here's Florida. You hit Alabama, then you hit Mississippi, then Louisiana, then you hit I think Georgia. Yeah, Georgia. Long Beach. Honestly, Nevada has the highest risk of STDs because it's Nevada and prostitution is legalized. But Louisiana also has a pretty high risk of STDs. Gotta have safe sex, man. But Mississippi is like the STD capital of the world. Hey, Arkansas had homicides every day. When I lived in Arkansas, because Arkansas is full of. It's funny. I'll tell you something funny about Arkansas. When I was in kindergarten, it was like I was in kindergarten talking to gang members' brothers. Hey, it's like they'd be like, "Hey, you go to school with my little brother," and seeing fights with people in groups walking around beating up people and all sorts of crazy things. Arkansas is full of a lot of gang related activity that you'll actually see. Not like Florida's just a bunch of posers and wannabes. Florida is just a bunch of posers. Nothing real here. Pensacola is nothing but panhandlers. Like a homeless guy chased me down the road because I was going to give him money for food. Yeah, it is. Well, Pensacola, it's it's very ghetto, and Florida's full of a lot of discrimination. And Durant, Oklahoma, well, Chicago's full of gangs too. I don't even want to go to Chicago. My dad wants to live there, but I don't. But here's my point. You hit Pensacola, you get HIV. You hit Mississippi, nothing but STDs. You hit Louisiana, it's just a bunch of, That's true too about third world countries, you're right. But here's my point. You go down the road from Florida, you're hitting all the STD states, besides Nevada and California. Because California is a sex-free state, and Nevada is prostitution is legalized to an extent. Like I could go to a hotel in Las Vegas, be like, hey, I'm gonna go have sex with somebody upstairs, an escort service or whatever, and they wouldn't care. They'd be like, okay, go ahead, we don't care, have fun. Here it's like you'll go to jail for that. They've busted, like in Florida right now, they busted 3 Asian massage parlors. They've busted 3 massage parlors. So if you go to, here's the thing about Asian massage parlors, as you get older, don't go to them. If you get busted by cops and you're there, you're going to get in trouble. If you're into that type of thing anyway. Just meet a girl somewhere else. I know this is kind of a very awkward conversation. I'm sorry, but I'm just kind of talking about it, Awkward conversation. Yeah. Yeah, we all did. It's a very awkward situation. Leroy or Scott? It's hard to make Braun Strowman versus AJ Styles a decent match. And if Braun Strowman's getting a title shot at Clash of Champions, then I think that maybe if Braun beats AJ Styles, that's very disappointing. And Braun kicks at it too. I don't know. After SummerSlam, wrestling gets pretty boring. I'm actually bored watching wrestling, honestly. It bores me. In September? Yeah, I got nothing better to do. Florida. September 28th, that means you're a Libra. Me and Libras get along. I want to move. I don't know where I want to move to exactly. If I could get $100,000, I'd go buy a house here in Florida. I gotta find a state where a house is a lot cheaper to live in. Houses are expensive, man. Here's advice. Save your money. Save all your money and try not to spend it, and don't spoil yourself too much. I spoil myself. Most birthdays are in the summertime. Most birthdays are in June, July, and August. Yeah, there you go. You're either a Gemini, a Leo, or a Cancer. Those are common birthdays. Gemini, Leo, Cancer. Yeah, you're a Gemini. Gemini is a very common birthday, believe it or not. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm December. Actually, Cancer's not very common. But I'm a December baby, so. I mean, most wrestlers are Geminis. AJ Styles is a Gemini. Seth Rollins is a Gemini. Natalya is a Gemini. Roman Reigns is a Gemini. Drew McIntyre is a Gemini. Yeah, Cancers are crybabies. Slam. Cancers. Yeah. I'm a Sagittarius. Nicki Minaj is a Sagittarius. Jay-Z is a Sagittarius. I think Miley Cyrus is a Sagittarius. Huh. Braun got disqualified. I like Kool-Aid better. Braun got disqualified. But yeah, guys, but also, what cancers are tender-hearted, they're resentful, they're family-oriented, and yes, they're crybabies, yeah. We've had two disqualifications today. And Braun Strowman just took out the whole OC. That's okay. Braun Strowman didn't need the United States Championship anyways. He didn't need it. Yeah. And that's the end of Raw. Does Braun need a USD? What was that? Yeah, this Raw pretty much. Yeah, this Raw sucked. I'm glad you guys joined my stream though, but this Raw sucked. Let's see, what'd you say? The Cancers are crybabies. Femme people, man. It's my job. I'm a Sagittarius. We're straightforward. So, yeah. But yeah, but thank you guys for joining my live stream. I gotta go to bed now. I got work tomorrow early. This Raw was pretty boring. I honestly don't care for it. I'm getting tired of watching Raw, guys. I was trying to watch a whole episode of Raw, and it just bored me. Yeah, guys, I guess that's my live reaction for Raw. That's all I'm going to say. So you guys have a nice night. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Boy goes a whole age, Jermaine, Derek, all you. Who else ever joined my stream today? Steelers fan, thank you for joining and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. I had to wear my nerd glasses today because my vision sucks. I'm getting old. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.